Hi everyone, this is Marianne and welcome to my channel. I have here with me a thick stack of 100 GSM paper. The brand is hard copy, and as it says on the packaging, this is 100 GSM, but it is in A4 size. I bought this entire ream for a previous project and I just have so many of it left over, so I decided to use this. I'm going to make and assemble my daily planner pages for July 3 all the way to August 6 in preparation for the Clarion West Write-A-Thon, which I have decided to join again this year. I will talk about the Write-A-Thon a little later in this video, but for now I am going to cut down the A4 sized paper into half letter. If I simply cut down A4 paper in half, it will give me A5, but I don't need A5. I need exactly half letter to make my daily planner pages, which is the A5 Slim. I have explained in a different video why I need half letter paper to print A5 Slim pages, and I will link that video down below, but short explanation is that my printer cannot print borderless, so I have to print on slightly wider and taller paper to come up with final sheets that look borderless. Now this kind of cutting will produce a lot of paper scraps, but I don't throw away my paper scraps. I always eventually find good use for them. Here you can see that I have printed out all of the pages all the way to August 6, and it is a thick stack as can be expected. There's 5 weeks worth of my planner pages in here. And that's one advantage of using the 100 GSM paper for this, because I normally print my daily planner pages on 160 GSM paper. I have a video review about that paper, which I will also link down below. And that 160 GSM paper takes up a lot of space on the discs. Going with the 100 GSM this time will allow me to fit 5 weeks worth of the daily planner pages on my current remaining disk space. I do have a series of videos about how I refreshed this planner with the rose gold discs and the Barbie doll cover, and I will link them down below. And when it comes to the cutting down of the pages into their final size, I really always just use a box cutter, a metal ruler, and a cutting mat. But when all of the pages are cut and ready for hole punching, one of the assemblies on my Happy Planner hole punch popped out. But I fixed it. I fixed it all by myself. In case the same thing happens to you and you're wondering how to fix it, I have a tutorial video already up for you to follow. I will link it in the description box for you. And then from this point, it was just a matter of putting the pages together in the proper order week by week and then placing them on the discs. Okay, now all 5 weeks are already on the discs in the proper order. It is time to glue in or paste in the weekly tip-ins to the right edge of every Sunday spread. I have prepared the tip-ins and I have actually placed them on the discs for now, and I just need to take them out and run a score along the score line that is already pre-printed on the pages. To place the score line, to score on the score line, I am just using a bookbinding awl, and then I folded and then I creased, and I do that to all of the sheets. And then I put some dots of glue on the narrow flap, and then I just glued the flap to where it should go. The goal is to have a fold out that looks like this. These sheets are super helpful. I also explain in a different video what is on these weekly tip-in sheets, and that video will be linked in the description box. Now the dailies and the weeklies are in place and assembled, and of course the month has been prepared like a year ago. At this point, it is time to put in the stickers on their respective daily pages. These green stickers pertain to all of the activities for the Clarion West Write-A-Thon that have already been announced and scheduled and for which I have already registered. As for the colored stickers on the right, these are just going to be turned into removable sticky notes, repositionable sticky notes for my YouTube channel because I wanted to take advantage of the space on the sticker paper. I do make my own removable, repositionable sticky notes to plan my tasks for my YouTube channel, and I show how to do it in a video that I will link down below. So I'm going to cut off the YouTube part and put that aside to deal with on a different day. As for the green stickers for the Clarion West Write-A-Thon, I just have to cut them down to their final size, and while I am doing that, let me tell you a little bit about the program, which will start on June 26 and end on August 7. It is an online writing program with writing sessions and lectures and webinars, all via Zoom, and it is also supported by a very robust community forum on Discord. I will link some Clarion West Write-A-Thon resources in the description box in case you want more details or if you're considering joining yourself. Joining is free, and you also have the option to use the Write-A-Thon to raise money for yourself or to raise money to donate to the program. Again, more details will be in the links that I will share down below. This is not the first time I'm joining the Write-A-Thon. I also joined last year, and it was so awesome. I have achieved a lot. I was so productive, and I met a lot of very nice people, fellow writers, and it is a safe space as well. It was very nice. Last year, the Write-A-Thon was the one major system that helped me finish writing my first novel. The novel, called The Maps of Camarines, is now out. It was released last April 25, just this year, 2023. Publisher is Penguin Random House, and I have an Amazon link that I will share in the description box. As for the Write-A-Thon this year, like I said, I have already signed up for almost all of the writing sessions and classes, and that is because I plan to use the program this time to write my second novel. I placed the schedule all on my Google Calendar, which is the only time I ever use Google Calendar. And I had to do that because the schedule for the program was in a different time zone, and I'm in the Philippines, and so Google Calendar could convert that time zone for me, which is why you can see strange schedules on here like 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. That is Philippine time. This is the schedule for now, based on my experience from last year as we went along. New classes were announced along the way. Some classes were also canceled, but there were more additional classes than canceled classes. Last year, I think only 2 classes were canceled because of technical difficulties, but new classes continued to be opened as we went along and as speakers became available. And from here on out, it's just me putting some order into this small pile of stickers that I just made a mess of after cutting. There is a 1.5-hour writing session every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday called Early Birds Get Words, and it is 8 p.m. Philippine time, but in Pacific time it is 5 a.m. I think that's why it's called Early Birds Get Words. It is a good idea to get some words into your current draft well before the day eats up your entire time and energy. I don't report to any office. My time is super flexible, so 8 p.m. Philippine time is all right with me to start with the class or the writing session. But I do have to remember to get my chapter outline already done for the most part before June 26, so that when this first writing session starts, I can literally also start writing my draft, and so I won't have to work on the plot anymore. If I can, I will do the best I can. I hope to be able to write maybe 1,500 words for each session. That's 500 words every 30 minutes. That is a very rough goal, but we'll see. I'm going to be writing from word zero, so I have no idea how the entire story is going to turn out. Last year, when I joined the Write-A-Thon, I already had 10 chapters already written. I only needed to write the final 4 chapters, and also I had to do the major edits and revisions on the first 10 chapters that I have previously written. That was last year. This year, I'm going to start from zero. And then the final step is to lay down each single sticker where they should go. I have a special area for my second novel right here on the planning page of my daily planner pages. It is this box with a small icon of a window because I want literal windows to play a symbolic role in that novel. And I also have at the bottom of that box, beside the window, a place where I can write in my word count for the day and my cumulative word count tally so far. The first stickers that I am placing are the stickers for the early birds writing session because they are a recurring class. And then this one last sticker for the final class for early birds is for August 7, and I have not yet printed the pages for the week that contains August 7, so I will put that sticker aside for now. Then I'm going to come in again with the rest of the stickers for the other classes that are not recurring. Now some days we'll have multiple Zoom sessions, and some days we'll have just one, and some days we'll have none. But like I said, as we go along with the program, more classes will be added. And by placing the stickers here already ahead of time, I will be able to see if I have available time for a new class that I want to sign up for. I can see that on my Google Calendar, of course, but I am a paper planner girl. I always have been, and I really only just go to Google Calendar when I am ready to enter the Zoom room for the particular class, because the Google Calendar entries also have the Zoom links already on there. Also, some classes do get rescheduled as well, but that will be easy to redo. I will just make new stickers and place them over the new schedule and overlay a blank sticker on the old schedule. Stickers just make everything so easy. And they don't have to be super perfect even. They just have to be clear and legible and carry the correct information and must be placed on the correct day. That is all. Okay, now all of the stickers are placed on the daily pages, and I do have this one sticker left. For now, I am going to washi tape it to the weekly task sheet for the week starting August 7. And when those pages are already created, I can place the sticker then. The final step is to place the side reminder tabs into the planner pages. And I have printed out the side reminder tabs right here. These are icons to represent the video calls that the classes will be held under, specifically Zoom, like I said. I do have some of these side reminder tabs already made, which I store in these tiny envelopes in the section called side tabs. I made these tiny envelopes myself using a laminating machine, and the process video will be linked in the description box. So as you can see, I do have some of the video call icons left, but there are only a couple here, so I just made more. Now, cutting these tiny side reminder tabs is quite tedious. It's a tedious process, but I don't really mind. I find it calming to cut paper. I'm sure I mentioned that in a few of my previous videos as well. As for these side reminder tabs, I have explained in a video why I use these, and I will link that video down below. Okay, now that all of the tabs are cut to their final sizes, I can now paste them where they should go. But first, I need to fold out these weekly task sheets that we have already glued earlier so I can more easily see what week I am on, and also to segregate my visual reference from week to week. To glue the tabs on, I'm using this very nice glue pen. The brand is Shands, and I also have a review of this glue pen on my channel. I will link it down below. The right edges of the daily pages have these marks all the way down to the bottom of the page, and that is specifically to mark where the side tabs should go, like this, so that no tabs will overlap and then all tabs will be visible to me. On June 26, I have one writing session via Zoom, so I will paste one tab in on the top slot. The next Zoom for the same week is on the 28th, and I will also put a tab on the page for the 28th, but on the second slot. Next, I have another one on the 29th, and that's going into the third slot, and the tab for the 30th is going into the fourth slot. The one for July 1 is going on the fifth slot, and that's all of the Zoom classes I have scheduled for this particular week. As you can see, all of the 5 tabs for the week are visible this way, but I know that, for instance, on the 26th, only one Zoom class is happening because it has the black bar. Only one tab has the black bar. And that's how I know how many Zoom classes are happening on any given week and which Zoom classes are happening on which day, just by looking at the side reminder tabs. For the week after that, it is the same process. But for July 7, there are 3 different Zoom classes happening at different times. So I will also place 3 tabs on this one day so that I can more easily see what's going on that day basing on the tabs alone. Now for August 5, I have mistakenly placed a sticker for a Zoom class that is meant to go on August 4. Because the class starts at 11 p.m. August 4 and ends 12 midnight, which is already August 5, so I got a little confused. I'll show you how I fixed that. I removed the tab, which was easy to do because the glue was still soft, but it kind of ruined that part on the paper. Then I crossed out the sticker that should not be on August 5. And here you can see I already placed an additional tab on August 4 because that's where the additional class should go. Then I printed out the same sticker that will go on August 4 plus a box that I will use to cover the mistake that I made for August 5. I just cut the sticker out and placed it on August 4 where it should go, and that fixes the August 4 page. As for the page for August 5, I actually have a sheet of sticker paper that has nothing but these lines. Now I made this sheet specifically to cover the ruined part of the paper from where I pulled off a tab because I made a mistake placing the tab on there. That happens more often than I would care to admit, which is why I have this sheet to begin with. I just snip off one piece and lay it over the ruined part, cut off the excess, and now the ruined part is covered up. I can't see it anymore. As for the wrong sticker, I cannot peel it off anymore, so I will just use a correction tape to block out the black so that it won't show through the sticker that I'll be laying over it. And now both the August 4 and August 5 pages are fixed. It doesn't look perfect, this August 5 page, but the mistakes have been corrected and I won't be confused, and that's what's important. Now it's time to clean up the mess and fold in the weekly sheets. And when the weekly sheets are folded in, you can see just how many Zoom classes I have that pertains to the Clarion West Write-A-Thon. And all of the tabs are all aligned and it looks quite nice and I like it a lot. Now some of you might think this is way too much to do for planning, but I find it grounding for me. It teaches me to be mindful of what I'm doing and gets me into the right mindset that of what I have actually signed up for. And as more classes are added, I will just add them in here using the same process. But for now, my planner is ready for the Clarion West Write-A-Thon, which will start on June 26. My planner is ready. Now I just have to get myself ready. So, wish me luck. Thanks for watching. Bye.